Hi everybody, this is David, and in today's sponsored video, I want to talk about the newest pixel art action RPG called Goddess Order. Now do keep in mind, I've only played it for a couple of hours, so this is definitely a first impressions video, but these first impressions are already giving me like Valkyrie profile vibes, Secret of Mana, and even Radiant Historia vibes. Like, you're playing as a god, going in like spying and doing like little vignettes on all these characters, doing like these action RPG things. It's a whole lot of fun, and today I do want to tell you all about it, and I definitely do think that's worth the sub as you come and you join my party and you level on up with me. With your sub, your like, and your brand new hype, it does help me out a ton. So now, without any further ado, let's dive right on in to Goddess Order and see what it has to offer. This is officially launching worldwide today, and you can grab it on iOS or Android. And if you jump in today at launch, you get some pretty generous rewards right away. We're talking a super rare knight named Tia, 10 different summon tickets, and even an exclusive profile frame. I mean, as we all know, free loot is best loot. The story is surprisingly deep for a free-to-play RPG, as you play as the mediator of the world, trying to piece together the Goddess Order, which is a magical book left behind by Goddess Elizabeth that lets you literally rewrite fate. Almost 300 years have passed since the rift opened, and the world's been teetering on collapse ever since. Your mission is to collect the scattered pages of this book, and then piece together the mysteries of the past, and ultimately rewrite the future. And that is where I get those Radiant Historia vibes from. I mean, any RPG that lets you tinker with the timeline through a magical book definitely gets my seal of approval. Along the way, you're going to be chasing after your missing allies, clashing with the Empire, saving your kingdom, and fighting off monsters that spill out of meteorites. Almost like Final Fantasy V. Yeah, I'm finding all the references here. At one point, the goddess herself appears out of the book, faints in front of you, and then reminds you that, yeah, she's both a person and a magical tome. RPG logic at its finest, of course. The story scenes all look fantastic too. Everything is fully voiced in Japanese and Korean, and not only that, it also supports 6 languages at launch. The aforementioned Japanese and Korean, as well as traditional and simplified Chinese, Spanish, and of course, English. And the cutscenes all transition seamlessly from pixel art gameplay into full cinematic sequences. One second you're watching like this teeny tiny sprite smack around some goblins, and then the next you're in a dramatic anime style cutscene where the fate of kingdoms hangs in the balance. It really gives me like these Valkyrie profile vibes with the way that it blends small vignettes with big sweeping storytelling moments. But what really sets this one apart though is the combat. As we all know, most mobile RPGs these days are auto battlers and idols. You tap once, you walk away, and then you kind of hope that your team doesn't wipe while you're in the kitchen making a sandwich. But Goddess Order is fully manual combat, and that is what makes it shine. Every single swing, dodge, and parry is fully under your control. There's no idling here. The bosses will telegraph their attacks, so it's on you to dash into a safe zone or hit that guard button at just the right time to land a parry and then a counter. And whenever you do nail it, that payoff is massive. It feels much more like a console action RPG than something that you'd ever play on your telephone. It's simple to learn, but surprisingly deep. You've got your basic attacks that you can tap for combos, or you can hold them down for a stronger skill at the cost of some energy. You've also got specials mapped to their own buttons for bigger moves too, and the ultimate gauge, which, once it fills up, lets you unleash a screen-clearing attack that sometimes literally chops enemies' heads off. I actually kind of love that, because I was not expecting pixel decapitations, but hey, I'm also not complaining. Add in those parries and the dashes and the mid-battle swaps between your 3 different knights, and you've got this fast, frantic system that is still totally intuitive. Within about 10 or so minutes, you will feel like a pro, even if your usual RPG strategy is just kind of like mashing the attack button and praying that it all goes according to plan. And like I said before, you don't just control one hero either. You've got a whole squad of 3 different knights that you can swap between mid-battle. It's like tag team wrestling, but with swords, hammers, rapiers, and guns. Lisbeth, the princess and the main heroine, can tag out to Violet, who's a trickster that specializes in debuffing the enemies, or to Jan, who does a smashing through enemy shields. And you can build your link gauge, swap at the right time, and then chain devastating combos that can shred up a boss in seconds. At launch, there are 21 playable knights spread across 5 different classes and 5 different elements, so there is a ton of room to experiment and find the team that clicks for you. And I just have to talk about the art, because it's gorgeous. The pixel art pops with color and detail with every single frame, Every swing, dash, and spell effect does feel alive. And then you get these dialogue scenes with full character portraits that are just as polished as the cutscenes. So it constantly feels like you're flipping between console quality action games and classic sprite-based RPGs. It makes sense whenever you realize that this here is from the same team that made Crusader's Quest, but they've clearly leveled up their craft, because this is some of the best looking pixel artwork that I have ever seen on mobile. It actually reminds me a lot of Sword of Convaleria insofar as, yeah, it is a free-to-play mobile RPG, but it's also a fair one. And it doesn't play or feel like your typical free-to-play gacha. It feels much more like a full console experience, which I love. Progression-wise, it's got plenty of depth to keep you invested. Your character's level caps are tied to your Knight Order frame level, so your progression is directly connected to your reputation as a commander and how far you do get along in the story. You've also got relics, armor, and accessories to equip and upgrade, with certain items locked to specific classes. There are also hidden items tucked between battles, and fun little mini-games to break things up. And even side quests, delivered by Carrier Pigeon. Yeah, you get your missions through pigeons, which basically makes them like the Discord notifications of the RPG world. And since this is the big global launch, there is more than just the story to dive into. There are player versus player battles, competitive dungeons, community launch events, including the creator follow-up event where you can join your favorite creator's team, complete missions together, and earn rewards while contributing towards the global milestone donation. It is a nice way to blend community engagement within the actual game itself, and it also means that you're not just grinding alone. You're doing it alongside a whole squad of players all around the world. So yeah, I've gotta say, Goddess Order is a rare breed. It's a mobile RPG that actually feels like a console-quality action game, with manual combat, a prophecy rewriting storyline, pixel art that's as beautiful as it is nostalgic, and enough launch rewards to fill your inventory before you even swung your first sword. So if you've been craving something more than just like another idler auto-battler, then Goddess Order is definitely worth checking out. So what do you think? Are you hyped for Goddess Order? Planning to roll with Lisbeth, Violet, or Jan first? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to download Goddess Order today using all the links below so you can grab those exclusive launch rewards while they are still available. Thanks so much for watching, and for leveling up with me in my JRPG party by subscribing. So until next time, keep on grinding, keep parrying, and may your carrier pigeons always bring you a good day.